you take a duck and a chick to the theater?
One chord. All right, welcome back to the Chick and the Duck podcast with myself, Ryan, and my brother Micah. We're talking about anything and everything regarding popular culture, but typically we're talking mostly movies. Today we're back with a video. As you can see, we're sitting in my office at Crosspoint Baptist Church, where we have a full pod set up for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I guess we've individually had setups, because we have mics and all these things. And I'm sure that at some point we'll probably record some episodes probably via. I guess you don't live very far.
It was a 12-minute drive.
Yeah, that's how long a drive is for me. Because I'm thinking like, there's sometimes we like are busy. It's like let's record at 12 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. But I guess we could just come here at 10 o'clock at night. There's no reason.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The location for the apartment is so nice. 20 minutes from Portland.
You?
Yeah. I guess like hop right into it. What have we been doing? I went to a concert.
You went to a concert?
Yeah.
Whose?
At the Wonder Ballroom. His name's Michael Kagi, Marsagi.
What
something
kind
like
of music
that.
is it?
It's like indie,
Okay.
alternative folk,
Okay.
kinda.
Yeah.
He kind of blew up on TikTok a little bit.
With Maddie, I'm guessing.
Maddie, Ellie, and Kylie.
Nice.
And they were cheap. What sucks is that they could have been even cheaper. We bought them the morning of. They were like, it was 24 person, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
Yep.
Then we're like about to go to the venue. They're $4.
Ben Ritter went to a concert, not at, where'd you go?
The Wonder Ballroom.
So it wasn't there. It was at the Motor Center, but it was like the half Motor Center, so it's called something else. But him and Haley went, and they paid $150 total. Then the day of, he was talking to me about it. Tickets are literally like $3. I was like, that sucks, dude.
It sucks.
That's terrible.
The venue was awesome, dude.
I've never been.
And he was really cool. I don't know if you've seen his opener is a chick that blew up on social media also. She got brought up on stage to sing with Zach Bryan at one point.
Oh,
but she does covers. Her name's Lily Fitz.
I know who you're talking
She
about.
does in front of the window, and she's got like the water in the background, and she like sings kind of soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, she opened.
She's really good.
So it was good. She has some songs, which it's like, I don't know any of them. I liked one of them. A lot of them, they were like girly heartbreak songs. So, but like she has a great voice. So she was still like good to see. We were close.
Yeah.
Where the phone? Dang it, dude.
Where is your phone?
I don't know.
There.
Just trying to show you how close we were.
Yeah. Oh, you're close.
Right in front of him. Maddie's in front of me, and there's one other person in front of her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was awesome.
How many people were at the concert?
A few hundred.
Okay, so like NF, like early.
It's
NF?
like a NF
like
type size.
Or like when we went.
Yeah, like when we went.
Yeah.
It was about the same size. I don't remember where that was at.
Was
that Crystal Ballroom?
We went to the Crystal Ballroom, and no, we went to the Hawthorne and then one other one.
I think it was like the size of the Hawthorne.
Yeah,
about that size.
It's like one room. It was like 300 people.
It was sweet.
Yeah,
it was a really cool venue.
And
sweet. It's right over by the Motor Center, so it's like
it
was a nice area, which was nice. Didn't have to pay for parking, like parked in residential.
Oh, nice.
That's
cool.
So it was super sweet.
On what day was it?
That was Saturday.
Saturday night.
That's
cool.
Saturday night, yeah.
That's awesome.
Super fun.
Yeah.
We like him a lot. So, and he'll probably be massive. He's only got 5 songs out.
Oh my gosh. So what does he sing? Just all 5 songs?
He sings some covers. He sang 4 unreleased songs.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was cool.
So did you heard of him? Did you listen to him prior, like normally?
I heard of him. I got like suggested like an ad, customized Instagram ad for his stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Because I was like, at that point in time, I was like on Reels listening to like, I was in like the music algorithm. So I got suggested that when I was in St. George.
Gotcha.
Like spring breakish time, March.
Yep.
And I turned it on like immediately. We got in the car like 3 minutes after I saw that and turned it on. We listened to the entire EP. and with Maddie, and she loved it, and I
Yeah.
loved it, and so we'd listen to him
That's
since
cool.
then.
That's awesome.
And it was pretty sweet. We knew about the concert for a while, but I didn't know if I'd be here.
Oh,
because they were cheap the whole time.
Gotcha.
And
yeah.
just didn't know. And so, yeah, he was really cool too. I mean, it was very cool because he's like 5 songs. It was his third U.S. tour date.
Wow.
He'd been in Seattle and Colorado.
It's an interesting way to start your.
So yeah, he's from Ohio. He drove to Colorado and then drove all the way to Seattle, then down. And he's gonna make his way back, I'm sure.
Gotcha.
I don't know his other dates, but
very cool.
So he was just like super appreciative and like happy the entire time because he's like just started doing this.
Yeah.
So it was like really cool. Yeah.
Speaking of concerts, I didn't think we wouldn't have talked about. Zach Bryan almost died. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I only saw it because Brianna Chicken Fry. The video that I watched, I was like, that's crazy.
Wild.
But yeah, could you imagine if Zach Bryan died?
Crazy.
That would be wild.
That'd be tragic.
That'd be awful. But
he releases a song this Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited. Eulogy?
Yeah, I think so.
It's gonna be good.
And then there's a.
Sounds like his album. He keeps talking about album stuff.
His album's gonna come out this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's the next couple months.
Dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be out. He's talking about the songs on it.
He puts out albums like old school TV shows.
Yeah.
Like once a year at least.
He does once a year. But I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be good. It's gonna go to the bars. We could go listen to it early, technically.
Oh, really?
It's going to a bar in Seattle. He's giving it to a bunch of bars that he went to.
Yes, that bar. Yeah. It's one of his.
If you go to the bar, they'll have the music before it releases.
Wow. I have to remember what bar it is, but.
So that'd be crazy.
That would be cool to go.
But
although I was just in Seattle. I hate that city.
Oh yeah, I know.
I will. I'll get into it, dude. Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty terrible. But yeah, he was talking about. Someone asked him his favorite song on the thing. It's called like Kodachrome.
Yeah.
The old discontinued film. From Kodak.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be good, dude.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
I hope it's another like self-titled, but it's not. I love American Heartbreak, and I mean, but it's like 37 songs.
Yeah.
I just hope it's like 15, like something.
I don't think it'll be that long.
Digestible.
I do hope it's a little more like American Heartbreak, though. I liked American Heart. I think American Heartbreak's his best album.
I agree with you. I don't disagree. But I think
I do
my
hope it
favorite
has the
song by Zach Bryan is on.
I do hope it has the same flair, but the production
on American
Heartbreak's just way better.
Yeah, I mean they're both incredible. But what is it? Highway? No, Boys of whatever that EP just called.
Oh yeah, it's called Boys of Faith, isn't it?
That EP. Oh, it's so good. But I always. Well, I don't know what day I graduated from college yet. I know the day you graduated from college, and I will never not know because it's.
I don't know what day you graduated from college, but I know what day I graduated.
It's the 5th of May.
The 5th of May.
Because we played the song. I was like, oh, it's the 5th of May. Oh, wait, Zach Bryan has a song named this, and we played it before you graduated.
Exactly.
Which is just hilarious. Did you do anything else? Obviously, you said wedding stuff.
Yeah, I've done a ton of wedding stuff, and I've been getting actively screwed over by work, so that's fun.
So have you worked at all?
I've done one ride along.
How was that?
It was fine.
Yeah.
It got canceled while we were on it, so I didn't actually do anything.
Oh, really?
I mean, I learned stuff. No, I don't get paid for the ride alongs, but I have to do the ride alongs before I can get paid.
Yikes.
So, but they want to put me on a night job, and they haven't been getting any jobs. So, like,
do you have to work nights?
Yeah, you can work nights. You're on call and 24/7.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, if you don't want to work nights, you just don't answer the phone. But
how do you want to answer the phone? Then?
Yeah. But yeah. So they want to get me on a night job to see because gotta make sure I want to do it. I'm like, I want to make money.
Yeah. Are you doing anything else?
What do you mean?
Are you like looking at like Amazon?
I applied to PUD, to like a meter reader job. So they're talking to some people there. You
should apply to. Where did Pop Up work? Dad worked there too.
I applied to a job there. Northwest Natural Gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I applied to a job a little bit ago there.
Gotcha.
But it was, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. I just realized you're wearing a Zach Bryan shirt right now.
Represent. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, so I'm kind of looking for other stuff because they're
Mm-hmm.
it's not a lot of work.
Gotcha.
And I don't know when I'll get paid for it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I might be going on a job tonight. It sounds like Nick, obviously pilot. He has a job sheet, so he can see. They're only for the pilots, but
he can kind of tell.
he can see if they have a job with the pilots. They do other stuff.
Yeah.
But what they want me to get on would have to do with the pilots, so he can see when the jobs are.
That's cool. That's
and
nice.
when they're scheduled. So
that's really nice.
he said he saw one tonight. Well, early morning, probably like 4 a.m.
Which you would probably just stay up.
Yeah, probably. Although I've been going to bed earlier, so
yeah, that's true. I don't get Snapchats from you at 2 a.m. anymore. It's more like 11 p.m. Like last night, like 11 p.m.
Yeah, last night I went to bed. I went to bed at 1, but that's because I was watching the movie. I got back at 10:30 and turned on the movie. It was pretty long, so.
Yeah. And you're staying at the apartment?
Yep.
Do you have a TV in your room?
Nope.
So you're out on the couch?
I was on the couch.
Is it a little weird? Because I do it now too, where I don't watch TV in bed anymore, really, unless I'm with Jenna.
Yeah, I mean, I still do, but
the novelty's kind of nice though.
On the
laptop.
And it's YouTube. I usually watch YouTube to go to sleep. I don't have a TV in there because where the TV would go, it's supposed to be where my desk is.
Are you putting a desk up there?
But I don't have a desk yet, so.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Dude, the one I have is too big, so.
Because I keep having to make these dang graphics, and I'm not good at it. You want to know what the last one was? That episode's out right now, but this is literally, it's just our top 10. I just a font and a picture from La La Land because I was like, I don't know what to put. I'm not creative like this.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well, yeah, but you're made to do it, so
you gotta put a lot of thought into
it. I was like, I don't know, because I was gonna just say audio only, but I was like, that's not creative in any way. But yeah. Are you decorating your apartment? Is Maddie decorating your apartment?
There's not much decorating to be done.
So you're not gonna put
a little bit, but not really much of anything.
Was Maddie talking to you when she was Snapchatting me? So you don't know what she said to me
about the place?
Yeah.
I mean, is it regarding a Lego head?
It's regarding a Lego head, but you probably don't know. She sent me a Snapchat, and it was of you doing something, and then in the background circled like the Darth Vader Lego head, and she goes, "Wait, did you just build that, or was that already built?"
It's already built.
Okay. She goes, something like, "Can he just move in with you?" or something like that.
Yeah, she did tell me that.
And then I was like, I don't see any problems here, and that's when and then she's like, he thinks that he's winning the decorating war, and then that's when I texted you like, your place is really taking shape. But
yeah, we put up a few things, but
then she sent me another picture of you, and she goes, found out he's a certified mug hoarder, and then I go,
let's talk about this.
Hold on, I guess do this first. Then I go, I take a video of myself. I'm like, hey, Maddie, you don't know the half of it. And I open our cabinet, and I mean, it's like a full, just like 4 shelves of mugs, like front to wall. And then I go, that's not including the 12 I have at my office. And she goes, so it's a family problem. And I'm like, apparently.
See, she's told me, she was talking to her, I think we were talking to her parents about it.
Yeah.
Or somebody. She likes to tell everybody that I'm a mug hoarder.
Yeah.
I have 9 mugs in the apartment right now.
That's not a lot.
We're like 35. There's like I maybe have 20 total.
Yeah.
With me. Some of them I didn't even know were mine. 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if they're mine. And then some are this is like from birth to 22 years old. Get off of me. Okay, a mug a year? Really?
Yeah, it's not.
Is it that crazy?
And not to like, mugs are good souvenirs. Like they're great souvenirs.
I don't think that you can call somebody a mug hoarder. This is what I wanted to talk about. I think that mugs is a common thing to have a lot of.
A lot of people have a lot.
I think a lot of people have a lot of mugs.
Because a lot of people drink coffee or hot chocolate, and a lot of people when they travel, they're like, "Oh, $15."
And they're one of the coolest things and one of the most normal prices to pay for a souvenir.
So over here we have you can't see them on this obviously, but this isn't all my mugs, but these are ones I like. You have a Deadpool one, which is I got it like Goodwill,
Mm-hmm.
You got one that's from somewhere. I think I got it.
Magnolia, I think.
Yeah, I got that. You're right. I got that in Texas at Magnolia. Six Flags in Texas. Infinity War one got as a gift from you guys
Yeah.
when you guys went to Disney World, I think.
Yes, I
You have
picked it
one
out.
that I got in Nashville when I went to Nashville for Brighton's wedding. You have one of all of us with Pop Up, our
Yeah,
grandpa, who's
she
not.
was freaking out about all the mugs, calling me a hoarder, and I pulled out that one. I said, "Is this a problem?" She goes, "No, that's sweet."
And then I have, I think,
I was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought."
then it's not a mug; it's more of a glass. But Todd got me that when we went to Disneyland. It's like a Mickey Mouse basketball.
It's kind of like a Stein.
It's great. And then that one's just a black mug at the end from Target. But like they all have meaning. Like I don't mugs are cool. I also get lots of mugs for Jenna when I would go places. Like we have one I have a mug from Taiwan. Like I have a mug from all the like that's way cooler than getting like a keychain.
I mean, it's just like
That's funny.
mugs. I just think it's so normal to have mugs. If she wants to call me a hoarder or something, it's definitely hats. It's not mugs.
Yeah, you don't need that many hats.
Because I don't need that many hats, but I'm gonna keep getting hats because I hoard hats and I
Jack,
like having hats.
Jack, I like having you like hats more than I do. I do have a lot of hats too. I like collecting things. Collecting is a cool thing. I understand the whole like minimalist thing. You shouldn't have excess of things, but I think if there's a 3 to 5 things you like getting a lot of, depending on what it is, I think that's cool. The fact that I have like 90 physical copies of movies, I think that's cool because one day streaming services are going to cost $1,000 a month, and I'm gonna be like, I have all my favorite movies to watch still. You
True.
know, but Jackson texted me the other day. He goes, "You still collect Funko Pops?"
I told him to text you.
And I go, "Not really, but what do you have?" And he sent me some. I was like, "I'll take these 3 because they're like
Yeah,
cool."
so I texted him because I'm like, he's like, would I want these? Because we were talking about selling them. I
Yeah,
was like I didn't even know I had this many, and I was like, I'll probably keep like a few, but
yeah. I want to get, dude. I want to
um,
get rid of so
but I
many.
told he's like, well, would Rye buy them? I'm like, I don't think he buys Funkos anymore. He'll probably take some of them. Um, but I said ask him. He's sold some in bulk. I said ask him where he sold them.
He didn't ask me that.
And so because
He
I didn't know it was the pop train, right?
You go to Pop Train, or you can
But
go
I
to the
didn't
one.
know if it
You can go
was
to Hazeldale.
I didn't know if it was for credit or not, store credit. So I told him to ask you.
I would go to the one in Hazeldale. Toy Box Heroes. You're not gonna get a lot of money, but they might give you $20. I don't know. It
But
just
it's cash.
It just depends on what you. Yeah, you could sell them on offer. People buy them, but the novelty has definitely gone away a little bit. Like it's not. There was a phase when I was really into them. I mean, you got into them a little bit. Elijah got in. Like everybody was buying Funko Pops.
Yeah.
For like a 6 months to a year, it was like a big thing, and it's kind of died off. There's still people obviously that buy a lot of them, but like there's so many I look. They're in my office right now, and there's like uh, let's see. If I were to go through them, all the ones on top are cool. Obviously, the big Joker. All the ones that are very personal. You have Disney. You have the first ever one. Chris Stapleton reminds me of you. Lucario reminds me of Elijah and Sven, Jenna. Then you have like Infinity. Then like the ones on the right, those Marvel ones, I all like. There's some on the left I like. There's some Disney, some DC I like, and then everything kind of below, especially on the left side, it's like I don't really care.
It's like meh.
Like the Casey, right? Casey, is that his name? Dutton.
Yeah, where's he at?
Bottom right next to Happy Gilmore, which is cool. Like Happy
Oh
Gilmore's
yeah.
cool. The Rock is cool, but
Yeah, Casey Dunn.
I have like the What If ones and Loki. Like I have Ravonna Renslayer. Like what am I doing with my life?
You do have
I have Cersei from Eternals, which I like that movie, but like I have Kid Loki. I have Agatha, dude. Why do I have Agatha?
I don't know.
So things like that. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. So I want to get rid of a bunch of them, but I got rid of all my boxes, so no one wants to buy them.
I have all my boxes.
Yeah, I have
Pretty
some
much.
boxes,
But
but I have like the Deadpool ones are cool,
Deadpool ones are cool.
and I have He-Man, and one you can't see, maybe you can see it. I have Corey from Boy Meets World up there,
Yeah.
which is cool. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so I'm taking like 3 Marvel ones. It's like Thanos. I literally don't even remember who they are. I probably can't look because he sent me a picture on Snapchat. Not
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably not.
Speaking of Jackson, your bachelor party's planned.
I heard.
Yeah, sounds like it is going to be a pretty good time.
That's also what I've heard.
Yeah, when Jackson and I were on the phone, we were like talking about it, like, oh, this sounds good. Like, it is pretty simple. There's not like we're not doing like a crazy amount of things, but the outings that we've decided like this would be pretty fun.
Fun.
There's two things up there. There's one thing here, when we're back at your place. So, yeah, it should be a really good time.
Nice.
I should probably talk about my week.
Yeah.
Because that was technically all your week.
Technically.
My week's not that interesting. We went to the canal. It wasn't the best. Um,
Why is that?
I love being at the canal. The canal's great, of course. It just wasn't like the most fun I've ever had there, I guess.
Have they changed anything yet?
There's some. I'll show you this. There's some things that are a little different. So the middle room that had the bunk bed. So bunk bedroom the same. King master bedroom the same. Bathroom relatively the same. But this is the bunk bedroom now. So it looks. I mean, I texted mom. She's like, "Oh wow, it looks kind of nice." They added like different things. Like there's this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Jenna took a picture or something, and I was like, that's different for sure.
Yeah.
Like, different decor.
So they got like different signs and decor. Like they got like things like this around the house now. Uh, but other than that, like nothing really different.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, TV same. Uh, they got a new cable. It's nicer. It's a lot nicer.
Gotcha.
But yeah, everything relatively same. It was our trip was just kind of like
Kind of meh.
it was just fine. Like I enjoyed. There's a couple things I really enjoyed. I love being at the canal, of course. That's really nice. Drinking chocolate milk out of a wine glass. Things like
Stupid stuff like that.
they go. Someone, I think it was Destiny. She goes, "Did someone have wine?" I was like, "No," and I was like, she's like, "Who used the cup?" I was like, "Me." She's like, "What'd you drink?" I was like, "Chocolate milk." She's like, "Out of a wine glass?" It's like it's been a thing. Like
Always at the canal.
you drink out of fancy glasses with normal drinks.
You have to.
Um, made some good meals. That was fun. Played a lot of games. There's a game called Ransom that is like so much fun. It's like $10 on Amazon. I'm about to order it.
Really?
That we got to play together. It's probably not on the podcast. I mean, probably could, but it's so much. It's like a mystery game. It's like really simple, and you ask questions based on these dice you roll. It's so much fun. Like I mean, we played a lot of it. Played a lot of cards. Watched a lot of movies. Like so, I rewatched a lot of stuff. I wanted to watch all of the Human Condition trilogy. I didn't get to, so I was very bummed.
That's funny.
Obviously, because no one wanted to watch it with me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Got to go get ice cream. We had to go to the farm by Pretty Cutoff because the other
Yeah.
place was still closed. But I mean, I got peanut butter pie
Yeah,
and
you got it.
chocolate fudge. I was telling that I was like, I don't care if I overhype this for you. This is the best ice cream on the planet.
Peanut butter pie is the best ice cream you can get on planet Earth.
It's literally so good. We went to the marina. I got like a Swiss Army knife, but it's Hood Canal engraved. And like they have like art now at this place, this marina.
Interesting.
And then I didn't take a picture, but they were playing live. The guy was playing live music over there. It's just like a hangout spot. Plus, like there's a shop. I took a picture of Jen next to the giant propeller. Um, Pogue hated his life. I mean, I sent you this video, right?
Yep.
Where he's meowing like.
I go,
I mean, so like unbelievably mad. But then he spent most of his time there. This is before we unmade the bed. He just sat underneath the bed. Then when he made the bed, he sat under the covers the entire time. Unless we were in the room with him at night, then he like finally he wouldn't eat all day until we got in bed, and then he'd like go eat and play because he's like, they're here, I'm safe. He was dude, he was livid. I mean, just having the worst time in the world.
What a pampered little house cat.
Dude, he was like howling. In the car right there, he was like, I was like, you're not a dog, dude. Like, chill out.
That's so funny.
So yeah, we watched a lot of stuff. I guess I can mention that later, but it was like Fantasia, Brother Bear, a Goofy movie, Across the Spider-Verse. Josh and I watched Mad Max Fury Road. Fire.
Great movie.
Don't need to talk about them, at length, But we went to Seattle. The ferry, I love. I still love the ferry. I want to go like stand up on the deck and everything, and no one else wanted to. I was like, you guys are all losers.
You guys are lame.
They're like, it's wind. They're
You
like,
have to do it.
It's windy. I'm like, that's the whole point. Put on a coat. Gosh. So we went to Seattle. This is kind of I hate that city. We parked by the pier. Paid $20. We were there for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But then Josh and Destiny went to the Seattle Aquarium because Destiny really wanted to go to the aquarium. And Jen and I went to the Museum of Pop Culture because I don't want to go to an aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll show you the thing. I'm sorry for anybody watching this. If you want to see what I saw, then text me if you care enough. Otherwise, so first off, I texted Michael one picture. I texted him something because I was like, I want to show you a person. So Ripley's jacket in Alien. This was a part of the Hall of Fame. So there's a section in the very first. It was like Hall of Fame stuff. Luke's lightsaber that is an actual prop in Star Wars. Iron Man's helmet that they used. This is what I showed Micah. This is the Ridley Scott's copy of an annotated script of Alien, which a movie we both love a lot. This is from Star Trek. I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
Showed Dad. These guys. What are they called? The Ring Wraiths.
Oh yeah.
Ring Wraith sword.
Yep.
Okay, insane. So cool.
That's so sick.
Maurice from the original Planet of the Apes.
Oh wow.
Haven't seen the movie, but now I definitely really want to. A lot of ape talk. Can you recognize where that car's from? Sci-fi movie. It's tough. It's from a weird angle, I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Blade Runner. It's Harrison Ford's car.
Oh, it is, huh?
Yeah. So
yeah, that looks weird.
Very, very cool. They had this, which is like they had music stuff too. Clearly not what I went for. Like it was cool.
That's cool.
Jimi Hendrix electric guitar, Jimi Hendrix vest, Jimi Hendrix acoustic guitar.
What about Kurt Cobain's guitar? Was that there?
No, but there is something Kurt Cobain that I took a picture of.
I was talking about because of the movie. What? Were you asleep for that? When he meets the songwriter?
Oh, yeah. This was in a place. So this was all the music stuff. Then we went to. It was called The Power of Pop Culture. So it was a bunch of random kind of different things that were important to pop culture.
Okay.
So you had all these video games from. I believe it's all Nintendo. Yeah, it's all Nintendo. Dorothy's dress. I don't like the movie, but that's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Michael Jackson wore that. That's wild. This is Kermit's nephew or son named Robin the Brave. Cool.
Random. Cool.
This I just took. It was had a section on the BLM and like racial stuff, and so this was a sign from a protest in Seattle. Stop killing black people. Say what you want about whatever BLM. I thought that was cool. It was pretty powerful what they wrote about it. It was very interesting. Some weird Halo Kitty Master Chief thing. Whatever.
Interesting.
The Seahawks Vince Lombardi Trophy. Crazy. The one where they beat the Broncos 43-8.
Oh wow.
Their Super Bowl ring. Cool.
That's crazy.
George Clooney's Batman suit.
Whoa.
I explained to Jenna that they gave him nipples in this one, which is obviously from Batman and Robin. This was cool. It's Darth Vader's suit that they wore in the movie. You could say that I took a picture with it somewhere. Where is it? There's a lot, so yeah.
That's
took a picture.
crazy.
Like, holy crap.
That's insane.
So I was like, whoa, that's cool. Might as well his lightsaber. Obviously. Something Star Trek. I don't remember. Dad, I sent a picture to him. This is Kurt Cobain's. An outfit that's very Kurt Cobain.
It is.
This is you can barely see it because the lighting, but this is Biggie Small's suit from.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool.
I only took a picture of this because someone wears it. We need to watch the movie. Robin Williams wore this in something.
Really?
I don't know what, but Robin Williams wore something. Then I went down by myself to the horror section. It's called Scared to Death. There's a few things. So Michael Myers. This is the Xenomorph.
Nice.
Very sick. You can't really tell, but this is Blade's outfit. It was
Oh,
it was
yeah,
cool.
you can tell.
Then moving up to, I think this is Fantasy. Do you know whose guitar this is? I don't know if you've seen it. I think you've seen it.
Maybe. Oh yeah,
It's Scott Pilgrim's. So they had Scott Pilgrim's guitar, and then a couple other random things. McGonagall's hat.
Yeah,
from
looks like it.
Harry Potter. A dragon, which I didn't know what it was from. If it was Harry Potter, it was from something. The Cowardly Lion. Pretty cool. Shang-Chi.
Oh, nice.
It's cool. Michelle Yeoh's outfit. And here's by far my favorite thing, I think. Gimli's axe, Frodo's sword, Aragorn's sword, and Saruman's staff. I turned to Jenna and I go, this might be the coolest thing I've ever seen in person in my life. Like,
That's
this is
awesome.
I was like, holy crap. And she's like, what? And I was like, you don't realize like how cool this actually is.
Did you know that in this scene he broke
that video? Harry Potter's glasses.
Okay.
That he wore.
Yeah.
A couple other things from Harry Potter. There's like a wand. There's like the take. There's gold. You know, some cool things. Then this was what you walk down to the sci-fi room, and it's like to those who have looked to the stars and wondered. Terminator. Like this is just more Terminator.
Oh, nice.
Guido.
Yeah.
Guido. So it's his head and his hands that they use in the movie. You just get a pilot helmet. Luke's outfit on Hoth.
On Hoth, yeah.
This is ships, model ships from Alien. It's hard to see.
Oh, okay.
Guns from Alien, and then the hat.
Nice.
So cool. What they used for the stop motion in Star Wars with the AT-ATs, the models. This is the script of Blade Runner. Harrison Ford's gun in Blade Runner.
Yep.
This was just cool. Back to the Future boards. Crazy. Ghostbusters. I don't really like Ghostbusters, but it's the Ghostbusters. It's
still cool.
What's her face in Blade Runner? I don't remember her name. What's his name? I forget his name. The guy in Alien that wears the...
Yeah.
I forget. And his gun. Captain Kirk sends the dad. I go, do you recognize this? He goes, it's Star Trek. I'm like, I was looking for more of a reaction from you, but whatever.
It's Star Trek.
David Lynch's Dunes, like different sets and different things. It's kind of hard to see, but like you have all the ships and like this is Fade Rotha's sword in the 1984 Dune.
Nice.
Terrible movie, but
pretty cool.
Then they had models. So they had TARS, Wally, C-3PO, the USS Enterprise, the Millennium Falcon. Oh, we forgot to text Mom back about vacation. And then the Discovery one from 2001: Space Odyssey. All cool. And then you kind of left, and there's the Ender Dragon. So that was
the Ender Dragon.
Yeah.
What a random addition.
So that was very cool. Like just one of the coolest things to see, I think. And then on the way out, we would stop at the gift shop. I got a sticker and then a book that I was gonna bring it. I'm pissed, but it's James Cameron's like history of science fiction. So it's there's like multiple authors writing about all these science fiction movies and these science fiction directors. It's pretty cool. So they talk about Interstellar and Star Wars and Star Trek, all these things.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that was the highlight for me of the trip. Jenna being there was really cool too. But yeah, we might as well talk about this right now because why not? Yeah, Dad's no comment from either you or Micah on vacation ideas for 2025 in June/July. Do you have any chance to read it? Just curious. Did he text?
What a text! He didn't text me.
So we got a text
to send though.
Oh my goodness, I didn't see this either.
It's because it got. This is why. I forgot to respond to this, but
the Leif Erikson thing.
But that's why I forgot about it.
This is
we're hiding it. Why isn't this just being sent to the? We have a family group chat.
I don't know why Jenna and Maddie weren't included in to this text either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have a family group chat that has Jenna in it.
Yeah.
Why don't we ever use it?
I don't know.
They always text individually.
Anyway, so looking at the two options, which option do you like more for vacation?
There's a few options.
There's option 1, which is the 5-day cruise.
There's the 2 cruises or something else.
Something else, yeah. But they said the Jackson Hole thing was too expensive because of the lodging.
I know Catalina Island's pretty cool.
And plus Disneyland.
Plus Disney. I think that was probably her.
Did you talk to Maddie about it?
I was with her, so.
Oh, yeah, I talked to Jen. That's what Jen said.
I read it out loud.
And then what Mom say? You can imagine what Dad's vote is, which is probably just Texas.
Probably.
But I would say
Fredericksburg is really cool, though. It's got some unique pop culture history, too.
Really?
That's where the Penny series started.
Is it really?
When he started doing he did all of his Penny series in Fredericksburg. Like the small ones, where he'd go for a week.
That's cool.
They're all
I need to go to Austin, Texas, just to try to find Ryan Trahan.
Just to find him.
Just to find him.
He runs.
He's my favorite,
Just go out and stand out in nature.
He's just trying to, like, look, where you at? Yeah.
Or Starbucks. It'd be easier to find Haley. Because all you got to do is kind of try to figure out which area they're in, and then go to all the Barnes and Nobles.
You just wait.
Wait for a book release.
I have an idea for a Redeeming Reels episode to do like a whole breakdown of Ryan Trahan's videos, because they're obviously not inherently Christian, but they're so Christian coded because he's a Christian. And that idea, I have such a good idea that if I could accomplish it, I feel like I could get him to see it and like potentially,
that'd be cool.
Talk to him. Oh, I forgot this part of my week. I've been listening to Kevin Hackett. He's the graphic designer for Reach Records, but his music is feels like a coming of age movie, like every song. And so I've been like listening to his music on repeat, and that's been really nice because I haven't listened to music in a while.
That's cool.
I don't know if you've listened to him.
I think I have.
But
I think I've heard of it.
One of his songs starts with a clip from Kings of Summer.
Yeah, I think yeah.
So very good stuff. Anyway, we can move on to pop culture moments.
Yeah, I think our pick's definitely Disney.
Yeah.
And Catalina Island.
Because it's cruise plus
a little Mexico. You get a little bit of like all of this. You get a little bit of the Mexico, which is our option 1, is all Mexico. But then you get some Catalina Island, which is supposed to be cool, and then we get to go to Disney also.
I think getting to see going back to Disney together would be really fun. Plus, like Maddie and Jenna, but getting to see Elijah experience Disney for the first time would be really sweet.
Yeah, I've seen him in Disney World, but like
Cars Land and Avengers Campus, and
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff.
As long as he's not a little brat. He's a little brat. Has he started texting you?
Dude,
he's a brat. He's annoying. Sometimes I use other words for him.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he sent me this here. First of all,
what's up, Sonny? What are you doing right now? Why? Watching a movie.
So I was with Maddie. We were about to work out, so I sent him.
Elijah, what are you doing?
And then, he didn't keep it. I sent him back the same thing.
Oh, really?
We went, I'm with Maddie. We are working out.
That's funny.
And he goes, no one cares. I said, wow, with a gif, a mad gif.
Yeah.
And then he sent back that and said, wow yourself. I said, why are you so feisty? You should be asking yourself that, Micah. Why is Micah being so feisty?
That's funny.
I said, no, I won't. Your fault, not mine. I didn't respond quick enough because 2 minutes later he said, oh yeah, also take therapy. I said, what are you on today, dude? Having pink eye. You have pink eye? Yes. Well, that sucks. Yup. Are you going to have to get your eye removed? I was annoyed with him, so I'm trying to scare him. And he goes, no, with the exclamation point. I said, I'm going to take it out. You'd have to come to Texas. I will, just to take your eye out. Then I sent him, the Ritters Got Chicks. I sent him pictures.
That's why. And I said, I was like, that's cool. And he goes, yes. And he goes, I'm a dragon. I'm an itsy bitsy 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 dragon. I said, where are those chicken from? He goes, Washington.
I'm a dragon. I'm an itsy bitsy dragon.
I goes, you're not in Washington? He goes, yes, Micah posted it. I was like, Micah did not post. And then I didn't reply to him. Then he sent me all these random characters. And I was...
Yeah. So, but I sent him that. He goes, nice. Can I have something to eat? He then double taps,
Mm-hmm.
laughs at his own text, which I think I might start doing.
Funny.
And then he sends me, random stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look, he sends me this Baymax. I send Baymax back. He says World War III.
Dude.
Then sends me I'm a dragon, itsy bitsy dragon. I said you're a weirdo, an itsy bitsy weirdo.
Yeah.
And he sent me this, and then he goes, I'm like, why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know either. Are you feeling better? Yes. He sends back.
Judge Judy?
How did he know that's Judge Judy? Because he had to search it. And
I was talking to Jenna about this, and I was like, one thing that I've gathered from Elijah having an iPad, being able to text us, he still is very innocent. Which is a good thing, obviously. But yeah, he sent me multiple. I FaceTimed him because are you saying that?
he sent me that.
Oh, so you've seen the picture?
I was gonna say, I think you sent me that.
No, I didn't. Elijah did. So he's texting Jenna too, um, which is funny. Um, like I sent him this. I sent him himself, and then he just sent back Kirk Cousins grittying. Uh, um,
He's just such a kid. It's so hilarious. But sometimes he's really bad. I was talking to him when he was on the way to baseball. Sometimes he's really dry. I was like, good luck. He's like, we are in the parking lot. I was like, I'm guessing that means you have to go.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, good luck, bud. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Never says
Never
anything.
said anything.
Next thing he sends me is like the next day, I think.
Yeah.
Middle of the day. Just got back from school. I did dodgeball. That's it.
Dude, I got the same text.
Just I did dodgeball.
Where
I
is
said
this?
that sounds awesome. How was it? Good. Nice, bud. Did you play at school? Yup. Did you win? Yes. Good job. What are you doing the rest of the day? X-Men 97. I said, it's really, really good. Do you only have the one episode left? I am watching it. Nice. Enjoy. Yep.
I did dodgeball. At school? Yes. How was that? Good. Get anyone out? Almost everyone. So you're that good? Yes. I said, that's awesome, dude. I used to always win too. And then he goes, I said, guess where I am? He goes, Canal with a K. And then he sends Canal with a C. I said, yep, the Canal. He goes, 100 a night? I'm like, yeah. You paying?
100 a night.
He goes, no, you are with a frog. I was like, okay. I was like, do you have the emojis you like? He goes, all of them. I was like, narrow it down. No. And then I was like, this is my favorite. And then he goes, this is my third. And it's the salamander one. Then I sent out a picture of Pogue, whatnot, blah, 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 blah. Goodness. Then he's talking about X-Men 97. Then I text him, say, this is so weird.
You ready?
I said, just saw the seal. He goes, nice. With the owl. I said, what does this mean? He goes, nice. That you saw a seal. I was like, oh yeah, it was cool. He goes, yes, yes. I goes, how was X-Men 97? He goes, oh gosh, where'd it go? Dang it. He goes, this is the one. Like the seal that I saw. I was like, no, it's not. And then I sent Jenna, and then I FaceTimed him, I think, and then I sent him Jenna's number and whatnot. Oh, he laughed. I didn't laugh at this either. He laughed. He sent me a video of a cat. He laughed at it. But gosh, I mean, when I was FaceTiming him, this is what I want to tell you. I go, are you texting Micah too? He goes, yeah, but he doesn't reply to me. You definitely reply to him.
I replied to him the whole time. The only time I didn't reply to him quick was when I was working out.
Yeah. We flipped the canoe. I told you this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get into it fully because this is a public thing. But we flipped the canoe. I was mad, obviously, because we've been going for 25 years and never flipped a canoe. And we've tried and failed because it's hard to flip a canoe.
Mm-hmm.
It was very choppy. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, we told Elijah this, or Mom told Elijah. So when Jenna was talking to Elijah, texting about it, everything she would say, he would just respond with a gif of someone flipping a canoe. She's like, he won't stop sending me gifs of canoes flipping. And I was like, what? So
he's a comedian.
He's
Holy
pretty
crap. That's like really funny.
That's funny.
That's like something people would call somebody a genius. comedian
It's
for doing something like that.
It's funny. Yeah, so
like just imagine it. How was your day, Elijah? Canoe flipping.
he literally like that's literally what he's doing. So
and such commitment to the bit.
what the? Oh, okay, that was weird. Yeah, completely committed to the bit. So,
Props to him.
yeah. So, yeah, we should move on. It's 45 minutes of just our lives, so you get to.
Yeah, maybe this whole in-person thing won't be good.
It depends. We haven't. I mean, we were kind of rushed last week to talk about things. So,
True.
because Jenna had a migraine.
That's true.
I came home with saltines and popsicles. I was like, "How are you feeling?" She's like, "Better." I'm like, "Then why did I rush home?" She's like, "I wanted popsicles."
Because I wanted one.
Pop culture. Celtics are going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
My honest reaction to that:
Okay,
Wolves are going to the Western Conference Finals.
that's true. They are.
That's my honest reaction. I don't care about the Celtics this year for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They're favored to win, and I'm a Celtics fan. It'll be great if they do, but oh my gosh,
Well,
I prefer. I haven't watched a single game of the Celtics.
I
I just
just-
find in this playoffs, and I've watched every single Wolves game,
really.
at least part of it.
Anthony Edwards is why he's. But I will say this: I didn't think that the Celtics had a chance to win the finals if the Nuggets won, but now I think they have a chance to win the finals.
I think they will win the finals. I don't
'Cause
think that the Mavs or
Wolves
the
will beat them.
Wolves will beat them. Yeah.
I think Anthony Edwards is great, and I think that the Wolves will win the finals in the next 5 years. But I think that their thing will run out.
Yeah, I think that they.
I'm a little biased, but still.
Little bit. I think that the play style is different. They beat the Nuggets because they're so high energy, and the Nuggets are like the most low basketball.
Yeah.
Like get into the sets,
And the Celtics
let
are
Joker just
literally
like
everything.
move around slow, find the open person, be methodical.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the Celtics
Can do.
they're like just middle. They're really athletic, but they're definitely very disciplined.
They're the best
And they
team.
have role players, and so it's like we would have. The Nuggets had the best chance, but like if we get the Wolves, their speed won't really matter too much.
No.
It won't be like it was for the Nuggets.
And you're not gonna like. Anthony Edwards scored 16 points last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he scores 16 points at all, like,
They
they're
won't
not
win.
gonna win.
They won't win.
You know, so the fact that the Pacers are in the Eastern Conference Finals is kind
That's
of
so funny too.
So-
We're gonna kill them.
yeah. They're literally one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. I saw Colin Cowherd talking about it. He's like, they're not just like the worst defensive team in the playoffs. Like, it's a miracle that they were winning games. Like their defense sucks. And I was like, actually, it's kind of true. Like,
It's bad. They're
So-
bad. They're not a good team.
no, Tyrese Halliburton's like good, but
He's so streaky.
weird basketball player.
He just doesn't.
The
like-
fact that the Knicks didn't make the Eastern Conference Finals is so tragic because the series now will be so boring. I think unless something radical happens, but
Unless something crazy happens, but yeah, the Knicks were definitely the tougher challenge.
yeah. So Michael Cera is gonna set to make his directorial debut with this is the most Michael Cera sentence I've ever read. A family story with a sort of mystery element too, with somewhat of sci-fi thread. So that's what he's doing.
Perfect.
Yeah, great. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So this is the prequel animated series Spider-Man. In the MCU is going to surprise people. It's Peter Parker back in high school, just trying to make it work, take care of his aunt, completely broke, and having to be a superhero. And I read that and said, "Isn't that just Spider-Man?" So that should be the case. This should be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons will officially star in Yorgos Lanthimos' next movie, Buganya, with Focus releasing next year. The film follows two conspiracy-obsessed men who kidnap a major CEO, convinced that she's an alien intent on destroying Earth.
Nice.
Dude, this dude just putting out projects left and right, man.
That's hilarious. The whole like the wheat are lizards.
Yeah, it's so funny. And so Emma Stone will be the CEO, and Jesse Plemons, dude, Jesse Plemons is so good. He's so funny. But
He'll kill it. He's a fantastic actor.
so apparently, so there's some Cannes reactions. There's a lot of movies. Cannes Film Festival's happening right now. That'd be cool to go to one day. Probably will never happen. I said one day I'll go to Sundance or like South by Southwest because you can buy those, but you can't go buy tickets to Canada, I don't think. But there's kinds of kindness reactions. People love it. Okay. It is like they said it's a return to form for Yorgos, like Dogtooth, which I haven't seen, you haven't seen, and Killing of a Sacred Deer, which you have seen.
It was good.
So like weird, but like very good. Like
it was like an odd. It was odd in the sense that it was like the story's like if the concept's so random.
yeah,
I think I told you about it. I've talked about it, but like the whole thing where he got cursed
yeah,
by this kid, and this kid's telling him, if you don't, whatever, sacrifice, because he killed his dad in surgery. He's a surgeon, and he messed up, made a mistake, and killed his dad. And he basically, this kid is like, you need to sacrifice one of your family members, or they'll all die slowly.
Oh, wow.
They'll like become paralyzed, then they'll refuse food, and then they'll start bleeding from their eyes, and then they'll die.
Wow.
And he's like, it's not gonna happen. That's not real. Then it starts happening, and he's like holding out this entire time, and like all this stuff. It's like the concept's like, how do you even think of that?
Yeah.
But the movie was intense, and it wasn't super weird.
Okay. But yeah, so they're comparing this new one that comes out literally in like a month to all of Yorgos's old films. It's not like Poor Things or The Favorite, apparently. And Megalopolis. Did you watch the trailer to that?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it looked very good. I thought it looked insane. There's some shot. I was like, this is crazy. Apparently, Megalopolis sucks. I don't know if you've seen anything.
I haven't seen any reactions. No.
Mega. Well, one apparently, what's his face is getting Francis Ford Coppola apparently would go around to the female extras and like kiss them to get them in the scene. So like he's dealing with like sexual harassment stuff because he's a weirdo.
Nice.
But I mean, so there are people. I wonder if I could find Megalop. So I follow 3 people that have seen the movie, and most of them are like, it's fine, or like 2.5, 3.5. But this is the graph. So, and for context, it's like literally all over the place on Letterboxd, meaning that it's gonna be extremely like people are gonna love it, think it's fine, or hate it. Like it's like everybody has all these mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, it's gotta be like the most mixed graph I've ever seen.
Yeah. So like people call it a narrative catastrophe. Like I mean, so many. I mean, it's getting the most mixed reviews that I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
So, which I mean, it makes me excited because mixed reviews is a good thing. I think until you see it, and if it sucks, it sucks. But if it's good, it's good. So we'll see. Oscar Isaac has been cast as Jesus Christ in the King of Kings animated movie. The film follows Charles Dickens as he takes his son on a multi-dimensional adventure to watch the fascinating life of Jesus. This is crazy.
That's like a little. That's gotta be the most odd take on showcasing the life of Jesus. Multi-dimensional adventure.
With Charles Dickens.
Are we like? So we're like magic school busing the life of Jesus?
Apparently. Yeah, so very
interesting.
I mean,
whatever.
Cool, I guess.
Cool, I guess is
Go
right.
off. A new High School Musical movie is apparently in the works for Disney Plus with the goal trying to get Zac Efron back as Troy Bolton.
It looks so different now.
I would be down.
I'd be down still. But it would be a little weird.
You need to get everybody back. You can't just get him. Otherwise, it's like you can be divorced from Gabrielle.
Yeah, you can't.
Like it's
you
just
can't explain
weird.
that. You'd have to at least get her back because it's like.
And you know that the other people would do it because they've been on the other TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So, Austin Butler is reportedly being eyed to star in the Disney's upcoming Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Again, I'm down for that, but get Gore Verbinski back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want. That guy had the sauce. Will Ferrell will star in his first scripted comedy series, Golf, where he will play a fictional golf legend.
That's gonna be really good. That's gonna be good.
Pretty funny.
That's gonna be good.
You haven't seen John Wick 4, have you?
No.
It's on Peacock, isn't it?
Tires comes out soon.
Yeah, like very soon. Andrew
Isn't
Schultz
it-
is in it.
Isn't it Wednesday or is it Friday?
I don't know.
It comes out really soon. It's this week. Or it's Thursday. It's either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Shocking. May 23rd. 3 days from now.
That's Wednesday, right?
21st tomorrow.
No, Thursday.
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 Comes out Thursday. But new John Wick spinoff follows the character that Donnie Yen played named Kane. So he's the blind Asian guy. And you haven't seen the fourth one, but he's sick. He's awesome.
Good.
Okay, something to talk about. Streaming bundles. 2 streaming bundles have been
Cable TV.
Cable TV. So later this summer,
Get all your channels and streaming services in one place.
I was talking to Ben Ritter about this. I was like, there's no point. You should buy both these bundles and nothing else because you're getting 6 services for the price of whatever. So Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max all on one. I already have all those, but I guess I share Max. And Netflix, Apple TV, and Peacock on another. So I don't mind the Netflix one because we're gonna get kicked off Netflix at some point.
We haven't. Most people have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why I haven't either.
We haven't been kicked off. I've been watching. I just watched Netflix at the new place.
I
I didn't have to sign in because I just plugged in my Apple TV, but connected to the network.
I'm on
area.
I'm on Netflix on my phone, on this, on my computer at home, on the TV, on both my TVs, Apple TVs at home. That's like 6 or 7 devices just for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been. And you have that many or a little less.
I have iPad.
Oh, I have my iPad too.
iPad, laptop, computer, desktop, and Apple TV. And technically my TV.
Yeah, that's what. Why are
Like
we
my
not
smart
I don't
TV.
understand why we're not kicked off, but whatever. I don't care.
Netflix, if you're watching, like none of that's true. It's all skit.
Yeah, we're lying. It's not true. Okay, this is interesting. Jeopardy is getting a spin-off on Prime Video titled Pop Culture Jeopardy that will focus on music, film, TV, stage, and sports.
Very down for it. Funny thing about this is like so random. It's like Maddie and I have been watching a lot of game shows.
Really?
We recorded Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune to watch.
We've
been trying to watch it every single night. We've been trying to watch old people game shows.
That's amazing.
For no reason. I don't know why it happened. They're so good though.
Mm-hmm. They're great. There's a reason they've been on for 25 years.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't know 90% of the answers to Jeopardy, but I still like watching it.
When the pop culture ones come up, I kill it though.
I'm just like,
I know that.
I could be on Jeopardy.
I could be a dude. I would sign up. Depending on how this goes, like how well it's made, or like what type of things there are. I'd try to be on it. I know quite a bit of pop culture, but I'll watch this. I'm in. Roadhouse 2 is in the works. Jake Gyllenhaal will return.
Dude, why?
I don't know. Trailers. We talked about Megalopolis. It looks great. Did you watch the Wicked trailer? New one.
Probably not.
It looks a lot better than it did. Like the lighting and stuff looks better.
Okay.
You see the Dune Prophecy trailer?
I did.
What do you think?
Looks cool.
Looks cool. It still's got. It looks like Denis not doing it, but it doesn't look bad. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
I thought the visuals looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Diddy. I watched it like a week and a half ago. So
I don't know.
I don't remember. Rings of Power season 2.
I watched that.
I'm so uninterested, but
yeah, I'll still watch it though.
Yeah,
it's my obligation.
Yep. The Surfer. That's maybe we'll talk about these next week. The Surfer, and you're cordially invited because I didn't watch these either. But now for our game. Well, not a game, but we are gonna go through our 10 favorite A24 distributed movies. Obviously, you don't really do this for any other distributor because it's like you don't like top 10 Searchlight Picture. Like you do Walt Disney Animation, you do Marvel technically, you do Pixar.
Yeah, but really it's just this.
For live action, it's just this because they do have a distinct style and what they put out. Obviously, they have stuff that breaks the norm. But the funniest joke is like, wow, directed by A24. Like it's just not like there's other. it's not like A24 is producing all these movies. Like they are because they're distributing them, but they're buying the rights to the movie, then distributing it. So, but we'll do it like last week with our scenes. We'll go 10 through 6 and then talk about as much as you want. I think there will be some overlap, but this could be very different. I really don't know.
We'll see. Yeah.
What's your 10 through? Is there any honorable mentions that didn't make your list that you like?
The killing of a sacred deer didn't make my list.
Gotcha.
Midsummer didn't make my list. Let's see. Let me go back to the list of these. A24 lists.
Bang.
Okay. 8th grade.
Yep, that didn't make mine either.
Good Time.
Good Time. That's a good movie though.
Didn't make my list.
The Lighthouse didn't make my list.
The Lighthouse didn't make mine. After Yang didn't make mine.
Everything Everywhere didn't make mine.
I mean, Iron Claw would be on mine.
You haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I want to watch Talk to Me also. I feel like that would probably be on mine.
Zone of Interest didn't make mine. I lowered my Zone of Interest rating.
Come on. Didn't make mine.
It didn't make your list?
No.
That's fascinating.
It's I just wanted to include other ones.
Fair.
To be honest. I thought it was more interesting to talk about.
I know it's
one of my 5 stars, so it should be on here, but
I see. Yeah. Because there's gonna be something that's not on mine that I'm not gonna mention because it'll definitely be on yours. But all right, 10 through 6.
All right. Starting off at 10, I got The Green Knight.
It almost made mine. It didn't make mine, but almost.
It intrigued me. I like the medieval.
It's a great movie.
The look of everything.
Dev Patel rocks.
And Dev Patel rocks.
Mm-hmm.
The Farewell. Good. It's a great movie.
Great movie. Awkwafina is best.
If you can make Awkwafina good, you made a good movie.
Yeah. That's very true.
The Lobster.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I did not know you liked it that much.
I do.
It's a good movie.
Love it. This is where everyone gets mad.
Okay.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Everything Everywhere didn't make my list.
At 7.
So
yeah.
It's not bad.
The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Is 6.
Is 6.
Very nice. How many have you seen?
Like 15 maybe.
Okay, I've seen 37. There's probably some you've seen that you don't realize are.
I just looked up a list, so yeah. I mean, it's possible.
All right, so my 10 through 6. My 10 is The Farewell. Obviously, Awkwafina is awesome. I mean, it's a great movie. My number 9 is The Iron Claw. That's so good. I cried a lot. Number 8 is Uncut Gems.
Yeah, not even. It's not even close to the top for me.
You don't like that?
Oh, I'm not a fan of it.
I love Uncut Gems. I think
thought it was good, but it's like.
It's one of the most anxiety-inducing movies I've ever seen.
It's like one of my lowest rated.
That's
A24, 4-star.
Oh, well, that's not saying much, I guess. That just says more about what you like about it. My number 7 is Past Lives. Moved that movie back up to a 5-star after thinking about it and reading about it last night. I was like, I'm ridiculous. This is not 4.5. A movie that I know will be higher on yours. My number 6 is A Ghost Story, which is I'll get into it when we top 5 because it's an incredible movie. So, what's your 5?
Yeah, I was just looking at something. There's a lot of movies that I want to watch that are A24 that I haven't seen.
You gotta watch
a lot on the watch list, like Bodies, Pearl, X, The Whale,
Priscilla,
obviously Iron Claw, Tragedy of Macbeth.
You got to see
The Humans. I want to watch that.
Shout out to one of the most underrated movies of last year, All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt.
That's on my list.
That movie's incredible.
Talk
That's my
to
number,
Me.
Like 12. Minari. Have you seen Minari?
Enemy. I've seen. I haven't. I started it and then I didn't watch it because it was in a different language and it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that Minari's really good.
Yeah, so I need to watch that. First Reformed. I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, I'm about to talk about that.
See, so there's like a ton.
Yeah.
And then I want to watch It Comes at Night.
For sure.
And Zone of Interest.
That's a great movie.
High Life. Beau is Afraid.
That's not a great movie.
I know it's not, but I still want to watch it.
You've seen White Noise, right?
I have, but that's not a great movie.
I give it like 3.5.
So not worth mentioning. My number 5 is Moonlight.
Makes sense. it's a good movie.
Yep.
Potentially one of the best coming of age movies.
For a lot of people, yeah, considered.
Granted, like my top 4 movies are all coming of age movies, and this list alone.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 mine are.
Is this a
coming of
5-star for you or 4.5?
It's 5-star.
Yeah,
I would say.
so your top
I think it's
five
probably
was-
at 4.5 right now, but I'd say the top 5's got to be all 5
All
stars.
5 stars. Yeah, all my.
I think I'd probably.
My top 7 is 5 stars. I raised a Ghost Story to 5 stars.
Yeah.
Because I know you've had it at 5 stars, but I had it at 4.5.
I might put even The Last Black Man in San Francisco at 5 stars.
I lowered that. That's my 11.
It's at 4.5.
I might put it, but I wanted to shout out The Farewell and The Iron Claw, but
yeah.
And Jonathan Majors sucks. I feel like we have to say that, but whatever. My 5 is First Reformed. Ethan Hawke's like really, really good, and it's really interesting take on being a pastor or like clergy, whatever, dealing with the sin of the world. That's So this performance is like I think Ethan Hawke's potentially best ever, and then
over all the Before trilogy.
Yeah, dude, he's
wow.
Dude, the ending of this movie's crazy. Like I'm telling, like this movie's so good. Really, really powerful. Paul Schrader directed it, and he's like, what's he done? He wrote Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, like all these great, great movies. So yeah, I'm a big fan of First Reformed.
Yeah.
Hard watch, but yeah, so good. Your 4?
My number 4 is Lady Bird.
Wow, interesting. Oh, okay. I think I know my number 4, Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was really, I mean, that movie's so good, but it was higher originally, and then I looked at it and I was like, I'm gonna lower it a little bit.
Yep. And yeah, you probably know my top 3.
I don't know the order. I think
you could guess probably.
I would guess your number 1's probably my number 1 as well. Yep. I think still. Mm-hmm. But your number 3, I'm guessing is. Gosh, which one do you like more? Mid-90s?
It is. My number 3 is mid-90s.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
One of your favorite coming of age movies.
It is one of my favorite coming of age movies. Like that's kind of hard to say though. Like we talked about this, like a month or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. So many coming of age movies.
There's a lot.
Like you consider a lot coming of age movies. So I
Sound
feel like
Sound of Metal coming of age.
The top of my letterbox is like coming of age.
The Boy and the Heron's a coming of age movie.
So is Spirited Away.
Yeah. Totoro. Like there's so many. Like Spider-Man: Homecoming's a coming of age movie. Spider-Verse are both coming of age movies.
Yeah.
Just
there's different quite
font,
a bit
different font.
Yeah, different fonts.
Can you guess what my number 3 is?
Trying to think of what.
My number 1's obvious.
Yep.
Okay. My number 2 is something you've already said to give you a hint.
What did I say? Oh, I know. Yeah.
But my number 3.
Okay, wait.
I don't know if you would expect it. Like, it is one you mentioned that's off your list.
Yeah, is it really that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
No, that one's my 8. Remember?
Oh, I thought you had that way higher.
No, that's my 8. A movie you mentioned that didn't make your list.
I thought it was that one.
That's a 5-star, but didn't make your list.
Oh. Gosh, what was that? What did I say?
It's in black and white.
What movie's in black and white that I said?
Come on, come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my number 3 is Come On, Come On.
Okay.
My favorite Joaquin Phoenix performance. It's him and like his nephew together is really, really great. I love that movie, man. One of my favorites, literally ever. Your 2 is, I know what it is, but go ahead.
A Ghost Story.
A Ghost Story. You rewatched that recently, right?
Pretty recently.
Within the last couple months.
Yeah, within the last.
Because I haven't watched it since we reviewed it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really good.
My 2 is Lady Bird. I got Jenna to watch that. That was crazy. Oh, this was funny. What you said. Because I said I got Jenna to watch Lady Bird. She really, really liked, and then you're like, "What'd she think?" And I said she loved it.
And I said, what did I say? Oh, so 3 stars?
Yeah,
Something like that.
She gave it 4, I think. And then you're like, her rating system makes no sense. I'm not. I agree. Because I sent you her.
She's got a movie snob rating system, but isn't a movie snob.
This is no hate, but I'm gonna go through it.
No, it is no hate, but it's like so random. She'll be like, she'll watch a really, really good movie, like that we were like 5-star movie, and then she'll be like, "Wow, that was fantastic." 3.5.
Like, okay, so
Like what?
I'm gonna go from bottom to top from what I have. There's movies that need to be added, but 39 movies that Jen and I have watched together this year, and I have them all ranked by her with the stars. Palm Springs, 0.5 stars.
Why?
Okay. Ocean's 11, 2.5 stars.
How do you watch that movie with hot people and
I don't know.
it's that fun? And
Juno, okay, 3 stars. Whatever. Like, I think it's better than that. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 3 stars.
accurate.
I gave it 3.5.
I think 3.5 too.
Yeah. But
We'll
still.
talk about it, but yeah.
Baywatch, which I gave a 1 star.
That's like a half-star
Josh
movie.
tried to get us to watch that this week, and I was like, I'm not watching Baywatch, Josh. It's not happening. She gave it 3 stars. Curse of the Black Pearl, 3 stars, which I don't get. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dune, I get this. She gave it 3. I thought that was generous. I thought she was giving it like a 1, to be fair.
For the first Dune.
Sicario, 3 stars. Far From Home, 3 stars. Dead Man's Chest, 3 stars. Happy Gilmore, 3.5. Prisoners, 3.5, which I thought is generous because she didn't like how scared she was. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, 3.5, crazy. Wonka, 3.5, crazy. The Iron Claw, 3.5, crazy. War for the Planet of the Apes, 3.5. Okay, I kind of get it, but I don't. Wish, she gave 4. Valid. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, she gave 4. I'd go 4.5, but whatever.
5.
Past Lives, she gave 4. No Way Home, she gave 4. Lady Bird, she gave 4. Dune Part 2, she gave 4. Jurassic Park is ranked 15th, but she gives it 3.5 stars.
Okay.
Arrival, she goes, this movie was amazing, 4 stars. I'm like, what?
That's what I don't get. It's like a technical,
like literally one of the best
masterpiece,
sci-fi movies ever.
and then you enjoy it.
A lot.
And everyone thinks it's fantastic. You enjoy it. It's technically good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't give it a 5-star.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you reach that conclusion? What draws you back from? How do you lose a full star on a movie you enjoy that is also technically
right above Arrival is The Proposal at 4 stars. I love The Proposal.
It's good, but wow.
Ratatouille 4, Crazy Stupid Love 4, Mulan 4.5. Okay, here's our 4.5s. Mulan 4.5. Whiplash 4.5. A little low, but like I'm gonna take it. Like that's pretty. Like she likes the movie. Snack Shack, which I thought she wouldn't like. She loved 4.5. Interstellar 4.5. Here's where things get ridiculous. Her top 4 are like fine, I get it. You know, her 6 and 5. The Intern with De Niro and Anne Hathaway is 4.5 stars at her number 6 ranked movie that she's watched this year.
Oh my gosh.
Then number 5, a 5 out of 5 stars is Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg. I was like,
he only has one movie I could consider 5 stars, and that's The Other Guys.
The Departed.
Oh, true.
But he's barely in that.
Yeah, he's not really in that though.
There's a couple others I might like from I don't remember. But then she has Moana out of 5 stars, Aladdin out of 5 stars, Transformers out of 5 stars, and National Treasure. And I'm like, that's fine. You know, whatever. And again, I'm not trying to hate on Jenna. Like, she's not here to defend herself, and she knows that we're just joking around. But her rating system does not make sense. I will say that.
It doesn't.
But it is very funny. Oh yeah, if we've been. What's your number 1?
After Sun. What's your number 1?
Oh, my number 2 is Lady Bird, by the way.
You said that.
Okay, my number 1 is After Sun as well. The best A24 movie. Just one of the best movies literally ever made. Why is Frankie Corio not in any movies?
I don't know.
Like, she's incredible. So,
I do not know.
all right. What have we been watching? What have you been watching, Micah?
Huh. I've been watching. What have I been watching? The Roast of Tom Brady. Is
What-
that what I started with?
That wasn't the first thing, but
Snack Shack.
Yeah, Snack Shack.
That's what it was. Yeah, we kind of watched Snack Shack. We were doing stuff. I was
Mhm.
doing invites. She was working, something
Mm.
like that. So we didn't really watch that much, but it was really good.
It's the best.
I loved it.
Yeah. Did you cry again?
No, because I wasn't really watching
Yeah.
it. But yeah, it was. I mean, it's great.
It's so good.
We'll have to watch it again because
Yeah.
I want her to actually watch it.
Because do you think she'll like it?
I do.
Yeah.
I do think
It's
she'll like
really
it.
good.
And the Roast of Tom Brady.
What'd you think of it?
It was good.
It was funny.
I didn't finish it. It's too long.
It was way too long. Dude.
I watched most of it. We had like 45 minutes left
Oh, okay.
of the
Did
3 hours.
Did you miss? You haven't watched Schultz then, right?
No.
He was funny.
Edelman was funny. Bledsoe was funny.
Yeah.
Nikki
was funny.
She was definitely the funniest.
Yeah.
Some of those jokes were just
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket though.
Yeah, like crazy.
She was really into him.
Yeah.
I would shoot my husband in the face
Crazy.
for a lottery ticket, for a chance to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why.
A good chance that you don't.
And
she would do it for a small chance.
And obviously it's a joke and she probably loves her husband.
Yes.
But
it's so out of pocket to say, especially when she's like, my husband, he's here. I would shoot him in the face for a chance. I'm like, poor guy is in the audience.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, wild.
Yeah, and then she doubled down, finished her whole set with another one.
Very funny though.
It was funny. She was hilarious.
And then you watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
First time, right?
First time.
With Maddie?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went downhill is the only problem. We had 50 minutes left. We had an hour left about of the 2 hours. So we were like halfway through the movie when we had to go to Portland concert and everything like that. We really wanted to finish it.
Oh yeah.
Like we were like, oh my gosh, really want to finish this.
Right.
Immediately when we turned it back on, it got so bad so fast. The whole like them fighting for like 30 minutes and then all of a sudden they start making out was like the weirdest transition I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was weird. I hated that. And then it didn't really get as good again. So
that's true.
I could have given it like a 4-star probably but they
yeah, it's like fine.
They ruined it though. They messed it up at the end.
Yeah. There's nothing like, I don't know, crazy like it's mostly just like action, some comedy with two very attractive people in the 2000s. You know, they were cheating on their spouses.
Yeah.
So
yes, they were.
Yeah. Yeah. What did I watch? I'm trying to find. I'm going to see a movie later tonight. Called Gasoline Rainbow. Today, yeah, at 3:00. Listen to this. 5 teenagers from a small town in Oregon with a high school in the rear view decide to embark on one last adventure, make it to a place they've never been, the Pacific Coast, 500 miles away. That's sick. I love that. So I'm very excited to go see that. I watched Mother of the Bride on Netflix because I woke up and it was on and downstairs at the canal and it was horrendous. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I watched the short commercial for Blue de Chanel with Timothy Chalamet and Scorsese. It did not have to have as much sauce as it did. I'm not gonna. Because you watched it too. It was good. Like, give me Martin Scorsese and Timothy Chalamet together immediately.
Yeah. I
watched Arthur the King with Mark Wahlberg. It was fine. It was a heartwarming coming of age movie with a dog. Like, yeah. I watched Unsung Hero, the true story of for King Country. It was very good. Very, very good. Like, it was good. I gave it 3.5. Really well made. The story is obviously very interesting. The fact that it's true is crazy. But I will say I didn't connect with it as much as other people. Like Bob and like Brighton and Canada, they're like, we cried the whole movie. I didn't cry once. And like they said, like it's because we're parents, and like okay, maybe. Like I kind of like I cry at things that I'm not like I bawled my eyes out watching After Sun. I don't relate to that movie at all. You know.
Or a beautiful boy.
Yeah, like
I'm not a drug addict or a dad.
Or a
somebody
dad.
with a drug addiction.
But I cried a lot, you know. So I don't think it's that. I just think that it was more just like hearing a really cool story. And obviously it's like I took it more as like God providing for this family, like proof that God provides. Like more. That's how I took it because that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
But the dad did make a lot of bad decisions. He like actively made me mad. Like, and this is a real story. I'm like, this guy sucks. And obviously he's imperfect, but yeah, it was I was like upset. But theater packed. I mean, packed.
Wow.
Yeah. And then yesterday I went and saw If, which you do not believe me that I liked the movie.
No, I don't believe you.
I actually like it's not perfect, obviously. I think that it's the first half of it was not nearly as interesting as the last half of it. It does look a little funky. It is funny that I mean they're all these imaginary friends and they're voiced by all these very famous people, which is like funny. Um, but I was surprised because I cried like a good amount towards the end. I was like, oh my gosh, like I like so if a movie can move me, that's why I'm like I like this because I'm moved emotionally by it.
I bet it could move me. Move me out of my theater seat.
I don't think you'll hate it. You might lower like have a if you watched it, I think you'd have a lower rating than me. Because I'm giving it, I think I haven't reviewed it on Letterboxd yet, but like a generous like 3.5.
Okay.
Because I was moved by it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spoil it because I know you don't care. So spoilers for If. Movie opens up with like a montage, kind of this really pastel-y, really good, looked really good, of John Krasinski, not Spaney, Kaylee Fleming. I don't know the lead actress. She was really good.
Mm-hmm.
She's like 17 years old. She plays a 12-year-old in the movie. So John, and then their mom. So her mom, John Krasinski's character's wife, and it's like this montage of them playing and drawing and characters and like doing like kid silly things. And because she's a kid, obviously, but mom has cancer, so mom dies, and it's like, oh, this is how we're starting this movie. And there's some issues with like framing it and like if you're smart you can obviously figure out like what's happening, but they don't say things explicitly, which I was like, this is kind of weird. But basically they come back to the city. I don't know, like they didn't explain this is the problem with the movie. But John Krasinski's having open heart surgery, the dad is, and this little girl, she's 12 now, and the whole movie, the beginning, she's like her John Krasinski's character is very much like doing all these fun things in the hospital room and being like dancing with like a where the bags are, a bag of fluid is, like has a wig on, because he's trying to help her understand that being a kid's like an okay thing, and like you don't have to grow up, so fast, which was really good. I liked it a lot. But she's like, I'm not a kid, dad. Like this, like when you're growing up, you're like, stop being funny, stop being silly. Like I don't like kids movies anymore. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Very relatable thing. And so, she's obviously worried because lost her mom, could lose her dad, and he's like, I'll be fine. She basically is living with her grandma at the time during this, and then meets Ryan Reynolds and the imaginary friends. And so then they put together this agency, this thing to like pair imaginary friends. And she learns the history of them, that the reason that they're just all stuck in limbo right now is because their kids, no longer need them anymore. And that's what they're for. Imaginary friends are framed as they're needed for the kid to help get through a traumatic event, a situation, no friends, whatever the case may be, which is cool way to put it. And she sees like the headquarters, and it's just based on your imagination. So she's changing everything. And Ryan Reynolds, there's always this like tension of like Ryan Reynolds is always feeling off about all this stuff. About Blue, which is Steve Carell, who was very funny. Like he's funny in it. Was like trying to help, and they're doing all these things, and it gets to the point where they're realizing like your imaginary friend usually kind of stick with the same person. So like trying to bring Blue to like this adult version of the kid who was the imaginary friend, and like doing certain things that like reminded them of why they had the imaginary friend. So that was like cute and fun and like all that stuff. And basically all these friends are there for this girl because she needs them currently.
Yeah.
And then she goes into the hospital. Like, there's a moment. This is where I cried. Uh, because it's like she's like with all the friends, and then the grandma like she comes out, goes into the room, and the grandma's like freaking out. It's like,
Yeah.
we gotta go to the hospital. I was like, oh my gosh, if he died, I'm gonna lose my mind. And then she's like freaking out. She goes up to Ryan Reynolds. She's like, I don't know what to do. Like he's like, we're always with you. Don't worry, we're with you. Okay, so they go um, to the hospital, and she runs in, and John Krasinski's like there, but like asleep or unconscious. And then she goes on this long, monologue of, I need you. I don't want to lose you. And I'm just in tears. Like, it's sad. Like, it's clear. Like, she's doing a killer job for a 17-year-old playing. Like, she's doing really good. And eventually he does wake up, and she goes out into the hallway to see where all the imaginary friends are, and they're all gone because she doesn't need them anymore. And this is where the twist is. Ryan Reynolds is now gone because and you learn this later on, when she looks at this old drawing of her mom, her dad, and then on this page that's tucked underneath is this guy that's a clown who is her imaginary friend, who is Ryan Reynolds when she lived there when her mom was dying. And so then she like realizes that she needs him, and then she goes, sees Ryan Reynolds, they hug, and then it's like they show like a feeling that the imaginary friend gets when the old kid realizes that now like they can still see them and they still realize they're there. So like that's the best I can explain. It's way easier to see the thing actually.
Yeah.
But like it looked a little funky because like the characters look weird. It's definitely for kids, but I got something out of it. Like I called mom and I was like, "Are you going to see it?" She's like, "Yeah, Elijah's sick. Otherwise, we'd go see it right now." I was like, "You're gonna like it and you're gonna cry," because because the whole movie she was like, "I'm not a kid, Dad," and she's like, "It's okay to be a kid at the end." So like the child like faith thing, the Bible that Jesus talks about, plus like it reminded me of mom, in the sense that she was always like, "It's okay to like animated kids movies. It's okay that you like going to Disneyland, that she instilled in us." And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of mom. Oh my gosh, she's gonna think of Grandma Sue. Mom's gonna cry a lot. So like, yes, there's major problems, but it did like actually move me, and I would watch it again. Um, and it is funny to like make fun of it because it is definitely like a kids movie. Like it's very much a kids movie. It's not like you're watching Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But like think like Pete's Dragon, like kind of like that, where it's like it's not very good, but like it's endearing and it's fun.
Yeah.
So definitely worth it. And that's a long explanation of it, but very surprised. I thought it was gonna suck because Brighton rated it pretty low. Most people rated it pretty low. And I was listening to Real Talk podcast, and George Carmy has seen it, movies and stuff, 14, and he was like, like I rated it really low, but like I was pretty moved by like the last 50 minutes of it. He's like, it was good. Like really compelling stuff. So that was cool. But
yeah.
I just when it comes to streaming, I definitely say go watch it.
Okay.
But
fair enough. Yeah.
Maybe you think it sucks, but I think that we have generally similar taste, especially with things that like you could tell that it was John Krasinski making something for his kids, which was cool. And I think it still proves that he can direct very well. Like I thought it was directed pretty solid. So
yeah,
that's if. And if you just obviously got spoiled, it's still worth watching. But speaking of spoilers, X-Men 97. Did you catch up?
Mm-hmm.
Great. What would you rank the show out of 10?
10.
Yeah, it's like one of the best shows I've watched in years.
Yeah, I loved it all the way through.
We haven't talked about 8, 9, or 10, correct? Yeah, that's correct.
I think so.
Yeah, because we were talking about
none of the parts.
The season finale.
The 3-part.
What'd you think of the ending?
I loved it.
Yeah. Episode 10 was crazy for multiple reasons. Bastion was a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like because the whole season were like they had all these villains burst out, and then you had like Sinister. Like, who's he working for? And then obviously find out it's Bastion, but like his motivation was good. He's evil, like very evil. He just was, yeah. And then all these Sentinels, like that are humans, that are like. And then you get all these Marvel characters.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is good.
It was cool.
That's how you do a cameo, though. I'm freaking out, but I was like, they're barely in it.
They're barely in it. It just shows them reacting to it.
Which was enough for me. But you also, I'm guessing, do you care about the X-Men now?
Yeah.
Which no one cared about. Like, I didn't care. Like, I like Wolverine, but everyone thought Cyclops sucked.
I loved Cyclops.
Cyclops is so sick.
He was my favorite by far.
Yeah, I really like Nightcrawler.
Yeah, but I already like Nightcrawler.
Gambit, I like, obviously, but
yeah,
you'll learn that he's gonna be.
But Cyclops and Magneto.
Magneto was great too.
So much character depth.
Yeah, they got into like the Holocaust stuff because of like his. They got into like his reasoning behind why. I was like, wow, like they're really doing this. Which obviously it's a comic thing, so like it makes like he was a Holocaust victim and survivor, which is why he's the way he is. Yeah, like really got into it, like with Charles and his mind and all that. Oh my gosh, dude, the animation,
so good.
It's so perfect, dude. It's crazy. I love it so much.
It's insane. It's fantastic. It was so good.
Is your favorite episode still episode 5 of Gambit?
Probably.
But the last 3 are up there too. I mean, there's one episode, the Jubilee episode is the only episode that was like, it was fine. But there was still some cool stuff. Because of, I don't remember what else it was. Like Storm. That was definitely the worst episode.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else, though,
was so good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Trying to think if there's anything else. At the end, obviously they get dispersed, like to different timelines, clearly, which is crazy. But then you see Apocalypse's hand holding Gambit's card. So Gambit's gonna, in the second season, is gonna become one of the 4 horsemen of the Apocalypse. Crazy. So I'm just very. Do you know how they have that done? No. Season 2's done. Wow. They're writing season 3 right now.
Release it.
Yeah, seriously. But apparently, so Bo DeMaio, so the writer got fired. You know that? And people are freaking out because obviously he did a very good job. But he got fired because of his content. Yep. Because he is writing for a Disney show, and he makes OnlyFans content. Yep. Use your brain, people. I don't care what you think about OnlyFans. Obviously, we both think it's obviously an awful website generally because of what it's used for. Like, stop acting like it's Patreon. Like, just use Patreon if you just want to use. I use Patreon. Yeah. There's not getting nude. There's no nudes on Patreon. Nope. I'm sure there is, but you know what I mean. That's generally just a site for like other creators to do whatever. But he's create OnlyFans things and like posts really inappropriate stuff on his Twitter. Obviously, Disney fired him. This is ridiculous. Let's be real here. But he did come out and say, because he's been tweeting stuff, that when Morph tells Logan, I love you, that it's Morph. Like when he transforms the gene, Morph actually confessing his love for Logan, apparently. Which I thought was...
According to him.
No. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, you do you, I guess. So yeah, show's incredible. Like, genuinely, if you want to watch it, look up an X-Men 92 review or a recap, or watch all of X-Men 92. It is very good.
97.
No, I'm talking about the old show.
Oh.
To set up for 97.
I thought you were talking about go watch this.
No. Because this is a continuation of what happened. We've seen it, but it's been a while, so I watched like a 10-minute recap before I watched the show. You don't need to watch the show, but obviously it adds depth. But it does stand alone, and it's the best thing that Marvel Studios, I think, has ever put out.
It's good, yeah.
Like, do you think it's better than Loki?
Yeah.
Do you think it's better than Guardians 3?
Yeah.
So it's, yeah. If this is
probably the best thing.
If this is in the MCU, which there's like debate on if it is or not, I don't know.
It is.
Is it? Yeah. So
I mean, it is considered. It's not how, like how it's in the MCU. It's whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is MCU. It's an MCU project.
yeah. So it's the best. It's very good. And then lastly, we got Under the Silver Lake. Movie starring Andrew Garfield and a bunch of other people that I don't know. It's distributed by A24. That's why we watched it. What'd you think? I don't have a lot of thoughts.
I don't have a lot of thoughts. It was weird.
It was very weird.
It had a lot of sexual content.
Did not, yeah, definitely not a movie of the week that we recommend.
No, I don't. I would never recommend. I didn't put it on every movie worth watching. I don't think I deemed it not worth watching. I gave it 3.5 stars.
I'm gonna get it a 3 probably.
I gave it 3.5 just because I was locked in.
Andrew Garfield's a great actor.
It had me locked in. I was interested. I wanted to know what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was that kind of. It was very like conspiracy,
No, it was
Hollywood elite
Yeah.
type deal.
A lot of interesting stuff in LA was cool.
Yeah, and so
The Hobo King.
the Hobo King.
It's weird. Yeah, it was a weird movie. Some people really love it.
Yeah,
which I find interesting.
I'm sure it's a lot of people that are like conspiracy theorist type deal. I feel like probably would like it a lot.
Yeah, I just never fully got locked in. Obviously, granted, I fell asleep and then watched the rest this morning, but I just wasn't locked in.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't good. Like it wasn't that good.
It wasn't.
I wouldn't recommend. Like I said, it's not on my every movie worth watching. I won't ever watch it again.
And you have a lot of movies on that.
I would never tell someone to watch. I mean, to put it in perspective, most movies I watch go on there. I got like 500.
Well, this stopped recording, but whatever. You have like 500 on that?
Like 4 something, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's low 400s. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah.
Sounds good. That's all we got.
That is.
Hopefully this worked because this stopped at 23 minutes. So,
Stopped at 23 minutes.
23 minutes.
Well, the facade is over.
Yeah. We were recording on this as well. Just in case.
We're having issues, but I don't think we were actually having issues.
Yeah, I think
it was just the output was down.
I think it was user error, yep.
But yeah, first episode in the studio.
The studio. We will have a wider camera angle, I think, as well as a bunch of posters here.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of stuff. This will come down. We'll have an actual background.
Yeah, because we have 12 posters, 12 frames right here, plus 2 big ones. They won't be designed by Micah. Sorry. Nope. There are a bunch of alternate posters from generally. I'll list them off, actually. I don't know if I showed you. I think I did.
You did.
But I'm going to read them off because why not? If I can find it. Here we go. I got it for $30, dude. That's what's crazy. Isn't that wild?
$30
for all those.
That is crazy.
Because they were like $1. At just this random place that I found. I'm trying to log in. I'm not trying to create an account. What are we talking about here? This is grinding my gears.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So, poster wise. So, we got 18 items. So, we got a Stalker poster, After Sun poster, the one where it's like him grainy. Oh, it's such a good poster.
Mm-hmm.
Interstellar, obviously. 12 Angry Men, The Boy and the Heron, La La Land, obviously. Dune Part 2, obviously. Arrival, Stand By Me, A Hidden Life, that one's for me. Ikaru, you haven't seen that. Good Will Hunting, Oppenheimer. I got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes because why not? The Batman, Guardians 3, The Iron Giant, Alien, and I think that's it. Yeah, so we'll probably get more at some point, but
nice.
Yeah, gonna be cool.
Pretty sweet.
Yep.
All right. Deuces. Yeah, we have a camera now. It's
I
like
know.
weird. We can like see it too.
Like, look at it.
It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, life's tough. Get a helmet.